And those blacks who are not raised by good parents, they're at it. They're at war. And from that, we've heard all kinds of stories. I have reported them here of attacks upon white American and the Jewish population as well. So whites and Jews or the Jewish community are under attack by black folks, and something needs to be done, folks. I'm always warning you what's going on, and most people don't take action.
Attention, the bullshit meter has detected major BS. Confirmed, that's definitely some bullshit.
I think the people around you have poisoned mind and have a way of thinking.
It's the world. You go to Israel, the blacks are just treated like dogs.
So do you have to treat them like that too?
The white Jews, there's white Jews and black Jews. Do you understand?
And are the black Jews less than the white Jews?
100%, 50, 100%.
And is that right?
It is a question. We don't evaluate what's right and wrong. We live in a society. We live in a culture. We have to live within that culture.
But shouldn't we take a stand for what's wrong and be the change and the difference?
I don't want to change the culture because I can't. It's too big.
But you can change yourself.
I don't want to change it. If my girl can't do what I want, I don't want the girl.
Dig deep into America's $17 trillion economy, and you'll find fractures beneath the surface. The spoils are split unevenly between men and women, old and young, high school dropouts, and MBAs. But one of the most divisive disparities is only skin deep. This is the economy in black and white. Everything you own, houses, stocks, cars, that's your wealth. In 2011, the wealth of the median white household was over $110,000. African Americans on average, 17 times less, just over $6,000. And housing has a lot to do with it. For the average American, their home is the most valuable part of their portfolio. It's an investment that can appreciate with time, and it can be passed from one generation to the next. But the rate of homeownership among whites is 28% higher than that of blacks, and the lingering effects of segregation could be to blame. Discriminatory practices by the Federal Housing Authority prevented African Americans from buying houses in many suburban neighborhoods. The Fair Housing Act of 1968 sought to level the playing field. But by then, African Americans were entering a housing market that had already seen massive appreciation. Meanwhile, white families had seen their housing investment soar in value during their head start. Fast forward to the 21st century, minority groups were again victims of housing exploitation, this time by big banks. Bank of America and Wells Fargo, among others, were compelled to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in fines and restitution for pushing minorities into exploitative subprime mortgages and charging them higher rates and fees. This contributed to the fact that blacks and Hispanics lost nearly a quarter of their wealth between 2004 and 2010. Whites lost just 1% during that same period. So the American economy houses two realities, one black, one white. The divide between them, a measure of inequality.
Now, what we saw was an honest expression to me of black self-hatred in action. This is a man who believes in going on white television shows, especially Fox, parroting the party line that black people are somehow racist. First of all, get your language right. Racism presupposes the ability to control a significant segment of the population through imposed policies coercively. Black people may be bigots, we may be prejudiced, we're not racist. In order to be racist, white men would have to be hung for just being white men or for looking at black women the wrong way. So there's no parallel between white racism and black racism, number one. Number two, Jesse Lee Peterson has a disparaging viewpoint about most black people. Where are his numbers coming from? What are the statistical data that suggests 96% of black people are racist and voted for Barack Obama merely because he's black? So when white people vote for a white candidate, when most white people vote for a white candidate, when there are only white candidates in the race, and most white people vote for them, are white people therefore ineluctably, unavoidably racist for voting for a white candidate? The logic of that is bewildering and befuddling to me. Number three, this is condescending to black people who watch BET. Why is it that you come to our neck of the woods and parrot this kind of vicious lie without having any evidence to support it and without being open to the fact that black people are like white people? We make choices based upon our self-interest. That drives our politics. So I'm just stunned and in one sense just embarrassed to have to appear on a station that caters to the perspectives of black people and the broader America with a person so self-hating, so ignorant, so lethally unintelligent, and unmolested by enlightenment that he has to spew that kind of nonsense. If I had more time, I'll tell you what I really thought.